Wrong button.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Flinger here, and today we're going to be talking about the early to mid game. As you're going into the late game, this is not late game, but early to mid game breeding, and basically some of the things that you want to do, some of the things that you want to get moving on into different directions as you're going. Because one of the best ways to actually get ahead in this and to get a leg up on basically everything is through breeding. Breeding is absolutely overpowered. It is amazing, and I hate saying the word overpowered, but it makes things so easy. All right, but hey, for the basics of it, one of the first things you want to do is set yourself up one of these, a breeding ranch. Let's see, it's pals right here. Breeding ranch, right? A breeding farm. It's actually really easy to set up. You get it on the calculator at breed right here over at level 19 after you beat the first boss. All right, so once you get that set up, and pay no mind to all these eggs over here, I've got a few of them actually going right now. I've got a couple different breeding projects in the works right now. But what you want to do is you want to set up yourself a farm, because in order to start breeding in the farm, you need to start making cakes. Not just any cakes, you need to start making here. Actually, I'm going to cancel this. This is going to hurt a little bit. All right. Okay. Sorry about that, dudes. All right. Let me get all that stuff back. All right. Okay. So what you want to do is breed these cakes, or make these cakes. Now, it's going to take forever. It's going to take a while, especially when this right here is the only thing you've got, a little cooking pot. And this is what you need to actually start making the cakes in, is inside this right here. And it takes forever. Oh, man, you're going to be waiting on this for a long time. Once you can actually unlock this thing right here, the electric stove, it's going to make things go a little bit easier. And, yeah, it just makes things so much faster. But just know that when you're first starting out, it's going to be slow. Yeah, I mean, I know you see a bunch of content creators where they're just throwing out a whole bunch of stuff and get everything like that. It takes a while to build up to that. All right, just know it's gonna be a minute before you can do that, but you will eventually get there. So yeah, what you want to do is start cooking your cakes in here. I need to actually get some salads in there and up and going, but eventually you'll start getting different styles of cakes. You'll start getting these vegetable cakes, and this right here is what I would actually encourage you if you're going to be doing a lot of breeding, is just start making those ones. Also, you can get some other cakes as well. Okay, also you can get some other ones as well, and I'm only level 60 right now. So, the original cake that you get is the one that you're just given. All right, this one right here, the mushroom cake, place it in a chest at a breeding farm to make pals lay particularly healthy eggs, and the resulting pals will grow slightly more easily. So yeah, it's just, if you want a healthier egg, go with that one. My preferred one is these vegetable ones, because this one right here, down at the very bottom where it says lay eggs twice at once. Yeah, you get double the eggs. So if you are looking to condense your pals for any reason, this one right here is the one to do it, because look at all these eggs. Like I said, I mean, right now I've got a frost stallion in here with a rare bunny. I don't ask questions. I just look at the calculator and go. Matter of fact, that reminds me, if you're gonna be looking for one, there's a specific one here. Let me set it up. All right, if you're going to be looking for a certain calculator, this right here is the one that has actually done me good. It's paldb.cc, and it is actually pretty dang good at looking up all sorts of different things. So if you want to go with all sorts of breeding calculators, you can go with that. Matter of fact, right now I've got the Blaze Howl into Jorbuntide set up here just to do the path, because once you actually get the Jorbuntide and the Blaze Howl, things unlock for you completely. So yeah, if you want to go on a nice mission through breeding, see what it takes to get yourself eventually a Jorbuntide. Just see what it takes. Go down that rabbit hole, or you can go tame the level 55 one that's in the open world. That is actually pretty dang good. So yeah, I would recommend, if you do that, just make sure that be ready for it. And that guy right there is actually, he's right there, level 55 Jorbuntide. But also, set your sights on this guy here, Blaze Howl, because once you unlock those two right there, breeding just opens up to you. Yeah, those are the two clincher ones that you really, really, really need to look forward to. All right, so what I was talking about with this right here, for these, now you need to make sure you have tons of flour. Always make sure you've got tons of flour. Make sure you got tons of tomatoes, tons of lettuce, tons of egg, and tons of honey, which means that you need to set yourself up a ranch over here. Make sure you get your bee in there. Make sure you get your chicken in there. Make sure that you get your tomatoes, you get your lettuce growing. Make sure you got your flour going as well. And then also make sure that you've got a constant source of flour constantly going. Once you get the guild chest, this becomes a little bit easier to manage and stuff like that. It just becomes so much more easy. All right, but now that we've got these going, here, let me let me pick these up. Also, I've got a couple different ones set up. This right here is my experimental team that I'm working on right now. Let's go to Pal Presets. And also, when you start breeding, these are the ones that you want to get here. Because they will make things so much easier for you. All right, get a Grintail. Grintail can be ridden while in a party. Picking up pal eggs has a 50% chance of receiving one extra. Right? Pretty dang cool, huh? All right, but also make sure that you know that if it says can be ridden, if it has a saddle, you won't get these bonuses unless you actually craft the saddle. So just make sure that you do that. And then once you craft the saddle, he'll give you that. Also, the Bronze Cherry Aqua. This guy right here, I need to actually craft this guy's saddle really quick. But he is super, super good. He pairs with this right here, the regular Bronze Cherry, which is while in Party Pal eggs, you pick up, have a 35% chance of becoming an Alpha Pal egg. Pretty cool, right? And it stacks with this one. This right here is 45%, which can be increased up to 55%. This one can be increased up to 45%, which gives you a 100% chance of getting an alpha egg. I know, right? Okay, so let's go like this. Let's see. I don't have that here? Okay. Let's get this going here super fast. All right, so Bronze Cherry Aqua is unlearned. There we go. There to go, right there. Okay, so super easy. Leather, fiber, refined ingots, palladium ingots, not so bad at all. I apologize for this. I should have had this ready before. All right. So now that we've got that, set up, now, and also we've got these pals in our inventory, we can go through and we can set up all these. Also, remember, when you are putting your cakes inside of your breeding pit, put them inside this box, and then that removes their spoil timer. Nothing will, none of those things will spoil once they're inside of there. And I need to, where did I put this feed? There it is. I need to drop off a couple things in here, and they keep putting that in there. Stop putting that in there, guys. That's the way it's supposed to be. Thank you. And then make sure to always put this inside of here, inside the guild chest. It works out so much better. All right, so now that we've got our inventory kind of cleared out, let's go through. So now, whenever we go through, we've actually got a 50% chance to get double eggs when we're already laying double. And then we've also got a what is it? It's 45 plus 35, 80% chance to make it alpha. There we go. And every time you pick, see, look at all these. I just put them, I picked them up and they're like, hey, we're ready for another one. I'm going to run out of inventory here in a sec. There we go. Inventory full. Now, also, there's a setting that I use specifically that reduces the amount of time for egg incubation, which you can set it up in your single-player settings. I explain how to do that in my in my best single-player video. All right, so now that we've got this, we're going to go through and just hatch every single one of these guys, which it's going to take me a moment. So give me a sec. But yeah, I want to get enough so where I can thoroughly juice all the pricksters I want and then make it so where my guy has been completely, I mean, he's juiced. He's 4-star, or at least as close to it as possible. And this is how you do it with just mass effect of being able to do a ton of them at once. Also, there's another one, now that I'm thinking about it. Once you actually have your base set up and you get going, there is, where is it? This guy right here. Broloha. Broloha. All right, while in your base, increases egg production speed of pals assigned to breeding farm by 20%. So it speeds up how fast you do this. Yeah. So it makes things so much faster. All right, I'm going to get all these done, and then we're going to go juice this guy. Now, also, eventually, if you are breeding these guys and you want to get the passives set up to different ones, right now I'm not breeding for passives. I've got a couple passives on here that I want, but not too many. Like I said, this is more of a mid-game breeding one. Not super heavy on the end game stuff when you really, really, really want the passives. Right now, having good passives, having like Vanguard is good. Having one legend on there is good. Serenity is good as well. Ice Emperor, not so much. But, you know, it is what it is. You can eventually get rid of that. But what happens is, say, right now with the parents that we've got, because with the Rib Bunny, this guy right here, he's got Artisan. Not super good. All right, which is, this right here is work speed by 50. Don't really care about that one. All right, but the Frost Stallion, this guy right here, has got Legend, which is pretty dang good. Ice Emperor is great if you're going with an ice build. Right now, I don't need it because right now I'm starting to work on a poison blind build. So yeah. Also, a Serenity, which is active cooldown, is reduced by 30% and attack speed increased by 10%. That one's good. And Insomnia, well, I don't really care about that one. That was just came pre-installed. All right, but yeah, so now if I was going to be breeding these for further breed, so where eventually I want just the perfect one, I would actually get rid of the Insomniac and the Artisan and the Ice Emperor and just keep Legend and Serenity so where I can do some further breeding later on. And that it's just a random chance as to whether or not they get them. There's a chance. Here, let me show you. Search. Dark. All these pricksters that we're breeding right now, yeah, these guys right here, every single one of them has a small chance of actually getting them the one we want. And I think the one I want is going to be Legend with Serenity. And so far, I don't think I've gotten any of them yet. But also, you can also get the glasses that unlock this right here. I don't have them right now because, honestly, I'm just using the attack and defense to judge. So you can do that. Not as accurately as being able to see the initial things. But on a level 1, you can see basically how tough they are. Like this guy right here has got 136 attack, 48 defense. 120, 58. He's got more points of defense, less than attack. And you just keep going through until you find the one that you want. Oh, that guy's level 49, that's why. 132. You see, this guy right here, he got really good work speed. So, you can use him in base. It'd be pretty good. And he's also got Artisan, so that one, I may not juice him and just use him for, logging. And see right there, that one's got another one. And there's a couple more. But yeah, this is what I use instead of the glasses. All right, now I did get one. Wrong button. I did get one that I think I'm going to use here. Let me show you. So let's search for that again. And now here we go. Flick through all these. Now there are ways of actually stacking the abilities on here, and that's actually not bad at all. So the one that's right here is Legend, Vanguard, and Insulated Body. That's not bad. We could actually take this one and breed it with another one that we want. Also, he's got Holy Burst. He's got Holy Burst. Okay, this one and Poison. This guy's got some good ones. So I may actually keep him. Favorite that guy just in case. This guy also got slightly higher attack. 1 point, but, you know, it matters. Maybe. Probably not. Okay, go through here. Where did they go? Oh, here they are. Okay. The new ones. I was wondering where they went. They're just at the back. See, this one right here, if we could take this guy, because he's got Hooligan, and we could take the this one and Legend and Hooligan and breed it with the one that we just got, we might actually be able to create just the perfect one. Also, this guy's got Veil of Darkness. That's good as well. And it's got Serenity and Aggressive. All right, and also, if you are looking for just the specific ones, you can actually get... Wrong button. You can also get the surgery table. You can get this, and then put this down in your base, wherever you're breeding ones, and then this right here will allow you to pick what passives you can put on them, and then get that set down. I'm going to get this set up really quick, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, so we've got this going. We got the surgical table right here. And that'll back around. And I just like to make sure I have all of my breeding stuff in one base. That way there you're not having to bounce all the way around to get certain different things. All right, so with this right here, you got to make sure that you've got the one in your inventory that you want. All right, so let's see. Let's swap back over to the one that I'm working on, and it's this one right here. Use. Which one? What? Oh. Where's my bake me? Okay, so the one that I've got right now just has Spirit of Zen. Not good. So we're actually going to put him back there, and we're going to unfavorite this guy. All right, so we unfavorited that guy. Okay, so we're going to take the one that we did favorite. We're going to put him over here. And then I've got a couple more eggs I've got to crack here really quick before I turn these guys off. In fact, let me just get that rib bunny out of there. They're no longer breeding. Okay, so there she is. We crack these guys. Just make sure there's nothing that's going to overlap. That's got Motivational Leader. Let me take a look at that one here really quick. All right, so now at the surgical table, we can take this guy. We can put him inside of here. And I don't want to change past gender. Why is that? Oh, there we go. Okay, so this... Transfer passive. There we go. Okay, so... see, so we can set up whichever one we want to go inside of the different ones. So, Ferocious, plus 20 attack. That's pretty good. But there are certain ones that are just set up in here. So say like this right here, if we wanted to put that in there, that would cost us 10,000 gold for that one right there, which is really not that expensive. Although, granted, some of the higher level ones you can get are really, really expensive. All right, so let's figure out the Ferocious is plus 20 attack, hard, and then also how you get more of these. You can get some more of these from the Arena Merchant, and also from... There's I think it's from some of the vendors in town. But yeah, some really good ones. Matter of fact, if there's other places, please correct me down in the comments on that one, because yeah, I know about the arena one. The arena one's actually really fun. See, so here, go through and set up a couple of these. Let me see. Ferocious is good, but actually, hard skin might be better than that one. Yeah, edit. That one? Yep. So there we go. Now we got hard skin. You can go like this. Back through. And we already have Vanguard on the guy. Yeah, hell, let's go Ferocious right there. And this one's going to cost us 50,000. So this one's going to be a bit more expensive. But he's actually pretty good. Not too bad. All right, so now let's head over to our juicer. I have my juicer actually in a different one, which I probably should have it in this one, but I just like it over here. All right, so now we can take this guy. We're inside of here in the condense menu. Put this guy right there. And then just start going to town. And that guy can go in. That guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. How many are we going to have? Probably not going to be able to top this guy up at 4, but we'll get close. All right, so we need 6 more to max these guys out. That's not bad. There we go. So now we got a 3-star Trickster who gives, while in party, increases players' and pals' attack damage to enemies inflicted with poison by 60%, when by default, that's 40%. So yeah, we've got 20% increase on that. Got a pretty good guy over here. Let's see. Poison Blast. He's going to lose the Dart Cannon. I'm going to keep him with Holy Burst, but yeah. All right, so anyway, that's Breeding 101, basically. I mean, for the early game and mid-game, late game, you'll eventually get some other ones that make it so much easier. But that's really late game. Let's see. I believe it's... Yeah, you get the large incubator. You can get the... that one right there I already got. Let's see. There's also... Yeah, when you start getting into the ancient stuff, way, way down here, the ancient farm makes you grow things super, super fast. And, yeah, ancient hatchery right here, level 76. This one right here takes all the stuff we just did and puts it into one tiny little box that just runs super fast. Yeah. So once you get there, just switch everything over to this guy. But, yeah, until then... I mean, honestly, yeah, this video should help you out. So anyway, I hope this video did help you out. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. I really appreciate it. If you're new around here, subscribe. And until next time, this is Flinger, and take it easy, everybody.